Hello beauty, welcome to my Says, the Girl to Mom channel. So as you can already tell from the title, today we are talking about personal standards. So I know that a lot of times we use this word standards on so many occasions. For example, someone asks you to go somewhere and you're like, that place is below my standard. People that live where I live, we don't eat in such places. We don't go to such areas. Or that guy is below my standard. I can't date him, right? So we assume that we have standards. And I'm also aware that there are loads of videos out there that talks about setting personal standards, raising the bar in your life, but very few talks about how to set those standards, especially for a young adult or someone who is looking for how to actually set those standards. In this video, I'm going to share 4 keys to setting your own personal standard. So please keep watching. If you're new here, welcome to my space. My name is Yemi and I believe that you have so much greatness in you. That's why my channel is all about inspiring you to own your life, live up to your potentials and to be your best self. So I share basically what I've learned and what has worked for me on my journey, through my journey from being a girl to a mom. And I hope it inspires you to live your best life. So don't forget to click the subscribe button and the bell notification so that you stay up to date on my videos. All right, so let's get back to our topic. First, let me quickly share 3 important reasons why you should set personal standards so that these keys to setting the personal standard will make more sense to you. The first reason is for easy decision making. So we all know that our entire life is it's basically a decision making process. So we have so many choices to make on a daily basis. You are considering whether to spend your money on this or that, whether to date this guy or wait for the next one, whether to, study this course or to take up this job. There's just a lot of decision making for us. These decisions can be simple or complex depending on the situation and the circumstances surrounding that decision. However, having a set standard makes it easy for you. You only need to check if this decision is in line with your standards and consider a few other things and then you are good to go, okay? Another reason is that standard helps you to reach your full potentials. Yes, standard can help you to maximize your full potentials. So you guys remember when we were in secondary school, there was this particular subject that you didn't really like. You were not really good at that subject. So you always wished for a C just to, move on. For me, it was maths. And every time I had to deal with that course, I'm always like, oh my God, if I can just get a C in this course, even if it is just C6, I can manage. I can, C6, C5. I can just manage it, So setting standards means that you are telling yourself that a C is not good enough, so I aim for an A, right? Most times when I wish for a C, I end up getting a D. Only on few occasions that I manage to get a C. But whenever I aim for an A, I tell myself, you know what, I really need to do well. I really need to put in all my energy into doing this. I mostly get a B or a C, maybe C4. But the fact is that whenever I aim for an excellent result, I get an excellent result. So when you set standard, good standard, high standard for yourself, you are aiming for, the best and you get to maximize your full potential. So standard helps you to maximize your potentials. And the third reason is that you live an authentic life, a life that is truly yours, your own life, okay? A life that God designed for you specially. When companies set standards for their products, they're ensuring the safety and the quality of that product so that you and we, the consumers, we stay committed to their products. That is just the same thing with your life. When you set personal standards for yourself, you are ensuring the safety and the quality of your life, the quality that you have decided that is good. This is what is good for you. This lady in Yanla Vansat, put the name on the screen, she said that every human being is a product. So it's up to you to place yourself, to promote yourself, and to price yourself properly. So set your personal standards so that all these can be possible for you. All right? Now let's move to the important part why you clicked on this video. And that is, how do I set my personal standard? Of course, I won't tell you, don't do this, do that, don't date short guys, date tall guys. I don't know which area of your life you are setting these standards, but I'm just going to share the keys so that you can decide what is effective for you. Now, the first key to setting your personal standard is to determine the level of excellence you want to achieve in your life, the level of excellence you want for your life. So, let me give you an example. So for example, where do you want to rank if this was excellence? If this is excellence, where do you want to rank? Do you want to be here? Or here, or here, or here, or here? Where do you want to rank in any of these places? So whatever area you choose, it's fine, okay? It's your decision. So for example, in politics, someone might hope to be the councillor, and somebody else will hope to be the governor. Another person will aim to be the president. Like I said, with all these levels, these people are still respected. They still have people who look up to them, and they influence people positively. They can make change. But of course, the standards that they set will be different for their lives. So you need to determine the level of excellence that you want for your life. And let me say that you may not know this, you may not know the level you even want for yourself if you do not know where your identity lies. So sometimes subconsciously, the people will look up to, the people will model our lives after, right? The things that we model our lives after subconsciously affect the level of excellence that we want for ourselves. Or for example, somebody might look up to a celebrity. For example, Toke Makinwa, the baby girl, the one she wants to relax and be well taken care of, right? Not like I don't want to be well taken care of. But anyway, you get my point. Somebody might look up to her and be like, okay, subconsciously you tell yourself like, if I can just be where this lady is, if I can just achieve the level of excellence that this lady, has. So somehow you find yourself, doing things the way she does it. So your your standards will somehow be the way she runs her life. You get my point? For me, I strongly believe that I am the light of the world, right? And that means that I have to operate at the highest level of excellence, because if you want to shine for the world, you have your torchlight has to be very bright. It has to be very bright. So the standards that I set for myself has to be the one that helps me to operate at the highest level of excellence. You guys get my point. So the first key is for you to determine the level of excellence that you want for yourself. Now, the second key to consider when setting personal standard is experience. Now, I believe that experience is so important. Like, this is the reason why people hire coaches, people have mentors, because they need their expertise. We need their expertise. And what is expertise? I believe expertise is just the experience they've gathered, on the job, with their own lives, dealing with other people's lives, dealing with other people's stories. So they have loads of experience that they can share with you. So experience is really important. So you want to consider the experience that are unique to you, the experiences that surround you. For example, in Africa, we have silence as a woman. You can't do too much, you can't aim for too much, right? There's low self-esteem, there's abuse, there's poverty. There's poverty, there's this, we don't have systems, we have bad governance. All these things have a way of shaping our experiences, our lives. Okay, the list is endless. Just look at your own unique experience, especially for your background and your culture. You also want to look into your own past experiences, both the sweet experience and the not so pleasant experience. You want to consider, why that experience was a sweet one for you. What did you do differently? You want to consider the not so pleasant experience. What did you learn from it? All those things are very important when you want to set your standards, so that you know that, okay, moving forward, I'm not going to take this. I'm not going to do this. This is what I will do next time, okay? You also need to consider the experiences of people that are closest to you, especially your family and your friends. For example, you see your friend do something, you're like, why is she always doing this thing? That tells you that that's the turn off for you. So you want to consider that. So you know how to, position your own self. You know how to set your own standards so that you know exactly what you will do. Another key you need to set your personal standard is time and space. An independent time and space both physically and mentally. Now, this is a very important task. I believe, setting your personal standard is very important because this is your life. So you have to be very intentional about it. So you need to be at an independent time and space for you to properly think and reflect and, set the right and effective standards for you. If you're setting a relationship standard, you don't want to be in a relationship because obviously whatever the person is doing to you is going to cloud your judgment. And if you are, you want to set a work-related standard, you don't want to be emotionally or financially attached to that job, right? So what I'm saying is that you want to be at a neutral frame of mind when you're setting your personal standard so that you get an unbiased view of things and you get to set the right standard for you. So the final key to setting effective personal standard is to communicate, okay? Communicate your personal standards. Let the people around you know where you stand in specific areas of your life. You need to let them know what you will be doing henceforth and what you will not be doing, especially with your friends and your family, the people that are really in your corner, because that is where those are the places you are going to be tested first in those standards. And I think that we find it really difficult to communicate our standards to others, especially it was the case for me. We find it difficult because we are not fully grounded in those standards. You have not fully internalized, the standards you have set for yourself. You don't have it. It is not, at the tip of your finger. So it's quite difficult for you to communicate what you don't even practice, what you don't, what is not inside of you, what is not your lifestyle. You get it? So it is important that you fully internalize your standard. If you need to have checklist, it's okay. If you need to paste it somewhere, make it visible for you to follow. And then when you are fully grounded, you have internalized it, it becomes easy for you to communicate it to other people so that they can follow suit. They fall in line with your standard. Now, am I saying that you will make mistakes in life because you have personal standards? No. Capital no. Okay, that is part of life. We are bound to make mistakes and it's just part of the process, but you are able to correct them quickly and you are able to add them to the list of your experiences, and that makes your personal standards even more refined and firm in your mind, okay? So I want to challenge you to add certain personal standards to the list of your New Year resolutions. I'm sure you have your New Year resolutions already, but I want you to add setting your personal standard to the list this year. Of course, I'm also refining my standards because things are about to change. 2021 is going to be lit. It's going to be lit. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, click on the like button. And if you're not already subscribed, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your bell notification. And to my returning subscribers, thank you all so much for your consistency, for always coming back for more videos. Thank you for your love. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you all for spending your time with me once again today. And I will see you all in my next video. You are amazing and I love you all. Bye. But I want you to add setting your personal standard to the list of that resolution so that 2020 is gonna be lit. What am I saying? 2020. So that 2021 is going to be lit. It's going to be fun and, very good for all of us. All right, so say that again. Okay.